Hello friends, this is tutorial number 53 in this C++ programming language tutorial. In this tutorial we will continue with our application. Okay, we resolved first four options, and in this tutorial we will try to find this lowest floor, highest floor, lowest building and highest building. And let's start. First we need to define a function. Now let's define the void. It will be void, and it will be lowest floor, and as a parameter will be vector of apartment which will be A. And now we need to define couple of variables. First let's define apartment. And how gonna... Okay, I can define it as lowest equals, it will be A of, it will be front by default. We will define them, and here we will use a variable integer which will be minimum equals to 0, and we need to write a message. We will write the lowest floor, or maybe it will be better apartment in the lowest floor, and the line we will use couple of stars. And now let's create for loop for unsigned integer x equals to 0, x will be lesser than a dot size, and x plus plus, and let's write control statement. If minimum equals to 0 or minimum is greater than it is lowest floor, we need a vector A of element x which will be apartment, and we need get floor. We'll get floor, here it is, and let's redefine the minimum. Minimum will be equals to A of element x dot get floor. And we can also redefine the lowest apartment. Lowest will be equals to A of element x. And now here where this for loop ends, we can simply scan the lowest apartment. And that should be fine. Now we will copy this entire function and we will place it here, and we will just change We will just change couple of fields. Instead of lowest will be highest. The name of this function will be highest, and apartment will be highest. Instead of minimum we will have maximum, and here will be apartment in the highest floor, and here we will need, instead of minimum will be maximum, instead of greater will be a lesser, and we need to delete one closing bracket. Here also we need to redefine, instead of minimum we will have maximum, and instead of lowest we will have highest, and here we will scan highest. And that should be enough. But if we didn't made some error, let's call these functions are a lowest floor and highest floor 5 and 6. 5 should be the lowest floor, and we need to call apartments of vector, and case number 6 will be highest floor, and it will be from apartments of vector. Pretty much good. And let's run to see if it will work properly or we have some error. Okay, but first let's display all apartments to see. Okay, now okay, this is apartment in Budapest, is on the first floor, it should be the lowest floor. We have floor Belgrade, apartment in Belgrade is in the 3rd floor, in Warsaw is on the 9th floor, and in Sofia is on the floor 16. It should be highest floor in Sofia and lowest floor in Budapest. And now let's run again to see how it will gonna work. Let's select option number 5, lowest floor, and it's of course apartment in Budapest. It is on the 1st floor, and which is great. Okay, in Belgrade is on the 3rd floor, and let's change here in the Budapest. Let's change the floor just to see here where we defined our apartments. Okay, Budapest 1st floor, but let's put it on the 5th floor. Let's build and run. Now it should be lowest floor should be in the Belgrade because it's on the 3rd floor. Let's type option number 5, and this is perfect. Okay, it is the lowest floor. Now apartment in Budapest is on the 5th floor. We just changed that to see if it will work properly, and this is perfectly fine. Now we will return here the 1st floor. We will build and run. Let's select lowest floor, and here it is, apartment in Budapest on the 1st floor, which is great. Now let's try to see how it will work with the highest floor. Should be in Sofia, and it is. It's on the 16th floor, which is really perfect. Now I can just change it. Instead it's 16, I will change to 6, and now it should be on Warsaw. It's on the 9th floor. Let's run again. We'll just to see if everything works perfectly. The highest floor now should be Warsaw, and it is on the 9th floor because now apartment in Sofia is on the 6th floor. We just change it. To see if everything works okay. Now we return on number 16 on Sofia, and if we select the highest floor, this is great. And now let's find the lowest and the highest building. It will be almost the same. Let's create a function void. It will be a lowest building from vector of apartment, which will be A, and again we will need variable integer minimum will be equals to 0, and we need apartment. We can also define this is just a local variables. We also can define it as lowest. Maybe we should use a function to use previous function and just to copy the values, but okay. Now let's write the message cout the apartment in the lowest building. We will use just apartment. And line. And let's write couple of stars. Now let's find, but here we forgot to define. It will be A on front, because if we don't define it, it will not gonna work, because apartment has a constructor of 8 fields. And now let's create a for loop for unsigned integer x equals to 0, x is lesser than a dot size, and we will put x plus plus. And let's create control statement. If two opening and closing brackets, minimum equals to 0, or minimum is greater than a of element x. Now we need a get floors of the building. Here it is. Now let's redefine the minimum. Minimum will be equals to a of element x dot get floors of the building, and we can also redefine the lowest will be equals to a of element x. I think it should be better just to copy and paste and just redefine a little a previous function, and lowest will be okay, we found them, just we need to show them. Okay, apartment scan. It should show us the apartment in the lowest building. And now here where we found, okay, we will use this function. We will copy, or maybe, let me see, maybe, okay, I will use highest floor. Maybe it will be better. I will paste it here. Instead of highest floor, we will use highest building. Apartment highest, it's okay, we have a maximum. In the highest, instead of floor, we will have building. Maximum is lesser of A, will not be get floor, it will be get floors of the building, and also here will be get floors of the building. Highest will be and the rest is fine. It was pretty much easier to copy and paste, but let's call now these functions. Okay, lowest and highest building, option number 7 and option number 8. Let's call lowest building of apartments vector. Let's break. Oh, I write the break. We already had the break. And here in the option number 8, case number 8, highest, we will call highest building function, and as a parameter will be apartments vector, which is great. And now we will see if it will run properly. Okay, but let me see, just first let's display all apartments. Highest floors of the building. Okay, the Sofia should be maximum because it has 20 floors, Warsaw 12, Belgrade 4 and Budapest 5. Okay, lowest building should be in Belgrade and highest building in Sofia. Let's run again to see how it will gonna work. Let's display a lowest building, and it is in Belgrade. Floors of the building only 4. And let's try with Sofia to highest to see if it will display the Sofia. Okay, highest building. Okay, of course it's a apartment in Sofia. Okay, and now we can just change here in the, let's change a little. We can try here where we defined, okay, it's 20 in Sofia. We can, here in Warsaw is 12, we can type 22 just to see if everything will work properly. And now let's display highest building, and it's Warsaw. Okay, because at 22 we changed it and now it display as the highest building, but we should change in Belgrade. Okay, now I will return to 12, and now here in the Belgrade, okay, in the Budapest has 5 floors, in Belgrade 4, but okay, I will put 14 in the Belgrade, and now the lowest building should be in Budapest. Let's select option number 8. I use highest building. Okay, my mistake, but okay, it's in Sofia again on 20 because we put back in the Warsaw to 12. And now let's see if it should be in the Budapest, should be lowest building. It's option number 7, and this works fine. And if now here in the Belgrade I will put back to 4, and let's run again, let's select the lowest building, and it will be building in the Belgrade, and this means that this works perfectly. We found all these 4. Just a second, these 4 options. Okay, in the next tutorial we will finish our application. We will just find apartment with elevator and without and with elevator and nearest to the city center. It shouldn't be a problem, and we will again try to run the complete application. Okay, I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have a link in the description. And in the next video we will finish this application.